Now what's going on here? What should... Rocco, I said freeze!
Welcome to part 8 of my DVD collection. Got a whole new row here, so here we go. First DVD we have here is a volume of My Dad the Rockstar, Call of the Wild. This was a show that was created by the bassist of Kiss, Gene Simmons. In fact, Rockzilla even looks like Gene. I remember this aired on Nick back in the day a lot. And I remember for a while you couldn't even find the complete series until it recently, I think, surfaced. This has 3 episodes. Which is pretty cool. This is a Canadian DVD actually too. I found this at a Big Lots, I think. It says features a Rockzilla music video. It's not really a music video, it's just a scene from one of the episodes. And you got the whole back right there in French. You got the disc right there in English and French. As most Canadian DVDs do. This is actually a bootleg, but I'm pretty sure this actually got officially released. This is The Flight of Dragons. This is an animated film from '82, I believe. I got this at a Goodwill for dirt cheap. I gotta get the legit DVD one of these days. This is a VHS transfer. Pretty cool movie. So you can see it's one of those DVD-Rs, but it's actually surprisingly a well done DVD-R. That's a cool movie. Saved. This is a great early 2000s comedy with Mandy Moore, Macaulay Culkin, about this kid who goes to Christian school. Has a group of friends and it's pretty weird, but I love it. It was one of the first movies that Macaulay Culkin did when he returned. And he does a good job in this. I like there's this one part where there's like a bumper sticker that one of the girls, the characters in the movie has. It says, "God loves you, but everyone thinks you're an a-hole." It's kind of funny. Next we have Footloose. This is the 2011 remake, which I saw in high school. Not a bad movie, but I prefer the original. This was made by MTV Films, so that kind of gives you an idea of what this remake is all about, but I still enjoy it. And there's the disc. It's definitely better than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that's for sure. Next up we have a bootleg. This is X-Men the Animated Series from the 90s. This is volume 6. This series was officially released in England, but here we only got bootlegs. It has all the episodes. I got this at a Goodwill. If you like the Fox show, this is pretty cool. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, honestly. Yeah, there's the disc. 1990s Cartoon Volume 6. And here we have this 90s series Volume 5, which has all the other episodes. Don't have any of the other volumes because they didn't have them at Goodwill. But it's a pretty enjoyable show. I dig it. Even if it was before my time. Alright, next up we have, I know a lot of people don't like this show, but I dig it. This is the Osbournes. This is the first season, the uncensored version. I like this show. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's pretty funny if you... It's a show, it's kind of one of those shows that you turn your brain off to. They only released the first 2 seasons. They didn't release seasons 3 and 4. Although I think those are on bootlegs. This is a great show right here. About Ozzy and his family. There's Sharon's dog. And another picture. Here we have a picture of the family right there. They were all so young. You have pictures of the dogs, or the pets. There's disc 1. And disc 2 has the other pets. And you got the book. And you got more pictures of the family. What episodes are on. And yes, the show is very scripted, but you know what? It's still very fun and enjoyable, like Viva La Bam. So if you're into Ozzy Osbourne and want to see his adventures with his family, then look no further. I have season 2 part 2 somewhere. Jawbreaker. This is one of those late 90s films that you rarely hear speak of. It's with Rose McGowan. Yeah, a lot of people have tried to copy this kind of movie. But it was just one of those movies that when it came out, it was pretty cool. But yeah, I recommend it. Marilyn Manson has a part in it because he was Rose McGowan's boyfriend at the time. And he has the coolest porn stash. There's the disc. I'm pretty sure this is out of print too. Here we have The Mummy Returns with Brendan Fraser. I don't have the Mummy one, and I don't know why. This has some of the best craptastic CGI you will ever see in a movie. True story. Like, look at the CGI at The Rock. There's the disc, there's the booklet. Yeah, pretty good movie. Probably my favorite of the Mummy trilogy. Alright. Now, I bet not a lot of you outside of people who watch Newgrounds or even people outside of Arizona know about these guys. But this is a animated group called Tomorrow's Nobody. It was a group of these 5 guys who made internet shorts based on themselves and a bunch of internet skits online. They were really funny. I'm friends with Eric on Facebook, and David and Chris, or no, Chase, excuse me, they do Twitch now, and I don't know what Chris does. This is a pretty hard to find DVD. This is their stuff from 2004 to 2009, I believe. No, 2004 to 2007. And a lot of this has never been featured on YouTube. Like, a lot of the commentaries haven't been featured on YouTube. So I'm going to change that. I like how they copied the parental advisory logo from the Paramount DVDs. This took me a while to find. I would also like to find their first year DVD from 2003, but I've never been able to find a copy of that. There's disc 1, and there's disc 2 as them in person. Yeah, they were really funny. I highly recommend Tomorrow's Nobody. Check them out on YouTube. They're very funny. They don't do as much anymore because they're not. They don't live with each other anymore. But man, that's really funny stuff. Here we have a compilation called "What the Punk." Music video distributor sample. It's got bands like Bad Religion, Sublime, Weirdos and the Germs, Gigi Allen, Butthole Surfers, Texas Terry. Love the Texas Terry footage on here. Shane McGowan, Dee Dee Ramone. Just so much great stuff on here. I got it for only like $5. You got the inside. You got the disc. Great compilation. It's it's a compilation, but it's also a sampler. That's what I like about it. Next up, we have Snuff It. This is a independent horror movie. I know one of the YouTubers I watched did a review of this, but it's like a puppet snuff film. And it's probably one of the weirdest movies you will ever see. Very low budget, but that's what makes it great. And disc is pretty bland. I got this for my friend for about $5. My friend and I talk about a bunch of horror movies. Here we have The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, the special extended version. This is probably my second favorite Lord of the Rings movie. Very, very enjoyable. I also have this movie on Blu-ray, but that's the theatrical edition. And I'll even open it up. You got disc 1, disc 2, and then you got disc 3 of the documentary. And the booklet, which is really cool. And of course I had to insert the bonus disc, which has all the special features. Because once again, like I said in my other video, they did not put all the special features on the extended version, so it's good to have both the regular and the theatrical and the extended version. Road Trip. This is a movie that I've had in my house since I was about 2 years old. I couldn't watch it until many years later. One of those weird stoner kind of road trip movies that comes out every once in a while, and come on, Tom Green's in it. You gotta love Tom Green. And there's the disc, unrated. Monkey Shines. Not Monkey Shines. Monkey Bone with Brendan Fraser. This is a weird movie. It kind of reminded me a lot of Cool World in a way, like a more modern Cool World. And very much so. You gotta check this movie out. It's pretty great. I know some people didn't like it, but I dug it. We got the insert. You gotta love the disc art. Kinda looks like a rectum. Harry Knowles is in this movie too, if you can believe it. He's just watering his plants. Forgot to add this one in the collection, but this is The Simpsons Kiss and Tell, the story of their love. It's a whole bunch of Marge and Homer themed episodes. Mostly. I have all these episodes in the season sets, but it's good to have this as well, because it's old Simpsons. And there is the disc with Marge and Homer. Yeah, great to have if you don't have the individual seasons as a starter. Here's Song of the South. This is actually a bootleg DVD that I got off Etsy. As you can see, there's absolutely no mention of Disney whatsoever on the DVD. And as of 2021, this will be the only way to get the movie on DVD, and the only movie you'll ever get on DVD. Because Disney wants nothing to do with this movie, even though, to me, it's very wholesome, and the story is very, very great. I do love this movie. It's a shame people, you know, can't see it for what it is. But yeah, as you can see, there's the disc. Oh, actually, I should say it says Disney on the disc. I should have said that, but as you can see, it's a burnt disc. You can get these at like certain historical stores around like a lot of southern areas, like specifically the Brer Rabbit Museum or something. At least that's what I've heard. And it even came with a lobby card of the poster, which is really, really cool. Yeah, Song of the South. Check it out if you haven't. If you can get a hold of a bootleg, do so. It's got a lot of special features on too. Starsky and Hutch. What to say about this movie? It's okay. It was with Todd Phillips, Ben Stiller, and Owen Wilson. It was directed by Todd Phillips. It's not his best movie, but still enjoyable for what it is. I mean, Snoop Dogg's in it too. Yeah, Huggy Bear has Huggy Bear. Borat. Cultural learnings of America for a big, glorious nation of Kakistan. That was a horrible, horrible accent. But this is the original DVD version. I know they re-released it as, what was it? Like it looked like it was in Kakistanian or whatever. But this is the original version with the slipcover. And if you open the slipcover with the slipcover, it's the exact same thing. So they changed it in later versions. The disc is the same though. Borat. Demoez? No. Is life? No. Demoez. And for those asking, no, I have never seen Borat 2, so don't even ask. Farce of the Penguins. You want a parody of March of the Penguins? Look no further. I think this was directed by... Yeah, it was directed by Bob Saget, so that should tell you everything about this movie. Samuel Jackson narrates it. What more do you want? Yeah. Next we have Basketball. Now Trey Parker and Matt Stone did not direct this, but they acted in it, and I love this movie. It's one of my favorite 90s comedies. You probably remember I own the VHS as well. And it's good to have both those because the VHS has exclusive footage that is not on this DVD. So that's why I like to keep both. Great movie. Here's the disc. I mean, if you're a South Park fan, you'll love it. I remember they thought they did this and South Park because they didn't think South Park was going to do well. And so, yeah. Next up we have Bikini Kill. I know people either love them or hate them. I think they're pretty good. Got 2 shows in Washington, D.C. May 24th and July 25th of '92. Pretty good live sets. Take it from VHS, of course. And the disc just says Bikini Kill. Parenthood. Haven't seen this movie. I know it's got Steve Martin in it, and I like Steve Martin. He's pretty funny. Rick Moranis is in it too. This is the OG DVD too. From like 1998. Okay, yeah, it's one of my older DVDs. Little insert there. Next up we have the Simpsons movie, which is a really good movie. I feel like it's like underrated these days. This is the full screen version. I have 2 versions of it. One that's full screen, one that's widescreen. And there are slight differences with it. I remember when this came out, it was like really hyped. But I wasn't old enough to watch The Simpsons. I kind of hope for next year they really re-release it in theaters for its Fathom anniversary. I hope they kind of make one more Simpsons movie. But you get Spider Pig on the disc, and you have the insert. Hold on. Hope we get a Criterion of this one day. You get an advertisement for the Simpsons game, which I still have not played. You get like ringtones and stuff. Get all the advertisements for the other Simpsons DVDs, which I have all of them. Even the theme releases. And you get advertisement for the Simpsons ride, which I'm pretty sure at Universal, which I went in there once. It was pretty rowdy. I don't even think it's there anymore. Either. When Harry Met Sally. I don't think I need to talk about this. I mean, what's said has been said about it pretty much. Rob Reiner directing. There's the disc. Alright, to be honest though, it's not one of the greatest movies ever, but for what it is, it's fine. Here we got another one of the Felony Fights DVDs. This is Volume 2, Return of the Games. Kind of the same old stuff. This is rating number 9 of how violent it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all really rare, like I said. Put that set. Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I saw this one night with my friend Angelo, and I have to say, this is a really, really funny movie. Very original, very different. I mean, who would have thought that you could put yourself in an old kung fu movie and it would be so entertaining as it is? You just gotta see it. I know the sequel's been in development hell for years, so I hope that comes out one day. Because Steve Odenkirk is a genius. Next up we have Serial Mom. This is the original DVD, not the special edition, with Kathleen Turner. I love this movie. This was the first John Waters movie that I ever watched, and now I'm a huge fan of him. I gotta watch more of his works, but so far this is my favorite of his works. If you haven't seen Serial Mom, it's pretty funny. It's a dark comedy movie. Dead Men on Campus. I know this DVD is a little hard to find. I got mine for 10 bucks at a video store that was closing down. It's about this group of friends who are kind of doing whatever so-so in school, but they find out that they can actually get their grade raised if someone on the campus dies, so they try to kill someone on the campus. It's pretty funny. And I own the soundtrack to this movie as well. If you can find this, definitely pick it up. There's the disc and there's the manual. There's the other side of the insert. And finally we have Here Comes Dr. Tran, which is a short that was on Newgrounds and at animations festivals of a kid named Dr. Tran who, like, the narrator is like talking about Dr. Tran and he's just like wondering why he's so important. It's pretty funny. And everything on here is on the other Dr. Tran DVD except for one, which is the short film Caffeine. That's not online. I'm going to put that online one day. And this is out of print too. It's very... If you can find this, definitely pick it up. It's from 2004, I want to say. Yeah. I know the short came out in 2003. Pick it up. Anyway, that's part 8 of my DVD collection. See you in the next part.